Welcome back, everybody, to the Bond Factor. We're live Friday night, September 30th, 2016. Rocking out a little James Brown here on a Friday. Checking out some photos that I took out on the pier, Newport Beach Pier, Wednesday this week. Preparing for our Man on the Street SoCal interviews with the Blue State. See just how blue we are. Or red we may be. Over the next few days, we'll be out doing the Bond Factor live on the pier. And I met a few interesting people while we were out there. And I just would love to share it with you tonight, but I can't do it, at least not right now. But welcome, everybody, to the Bond Factor. Good to be with you on a Friday. Feels like a Friday the 13th, but it's actually just the 30th. And I say that because... got some new glasses, and I'll tell you what, these things are kind of uncomfortable, but as you get older, you can't always see like you'd like to, especially when you're switching and doing things here. Welcome back, Bond Factor. As I said, we've got a lot to discuss tonight, with probably the most pertinent of all things being tomorrow, being the official day that the Internet gets sort of relocated to the UN. This is a directive that Obama and his administration has been working on actually for months, if not maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years. I don't know exactly when it originated, but it's not new news. However, it's extremely uncovered news, if you want to put it that way. As we sort of distract ourselves with Obama's veto that got overridden this week on another issue, no one is really discussing that our internet is in jeopardy. So what I want to do is sort of take you to an article right away that you can see here that shows New American. This is one of many articles in regards to this, but it's one of the best. Obama UN Internet Takeover is just hours away. And they're talking October 1st, which is tomorrow, is D-Day for the start of this international takeover of the Internet, which, interestingly enough, we all use the Internet, and we all probably would like to feel that it isn't being censored. However, as you look down in this article, you see that it's something that it's public knowledge. It's actually happening. And the way it's set up is the UN will be taking over some crucial aspects of the internet. Will be giving up what America normally would be in control of. And not to say that we're maybe the greatest group to be in control of anything right at the moment, it seems like, with everything going on, but that is the way the internet has always been. We've had control of that. And now here today, that's being sold or given away. I also have another article about that on the Bond Factor Facebook and websites as well. But we need to look at this issue of censorship even closer, because even with this internet thing that's going on, that to me is just outstanding, that this actually happens tomorrow. And what this sort of will do, it'll bring all of the country, all of the nations under the UN, all of those countries, you know, including China and Russia and all of these people that have different ideas of what should be public knowledge and you know, public information. Again, we're in this war, this information global war for your mind here, and you can see this is another huge step. And it seems to really be coming on the heels of the election here in the country that's probably the most interesting that we've ever had, based on the internet and the fact that the mainstream media and is having a harder time convincing people of their agendas, and rather people are getting informed on the internet. And now here we have something where the internet is going to be more censored and more controlled. And there's already censorship and control in front of us all already. You have CNN getting caught recently editing some footage and censoring that, and you have arguably Facebook and Google, some of these other entities that are you know, getting accused of certain types of censorship now, because again, you know, they have total control of what you see. You know, I I think it's like 80% of Americans Google whatever they're looking for, and those keywords and the things that pop up that you're able to see. Everybody's scrambling for control of these outlets, and so now you have Obama, who is sort of doing this publicly, and then you also have Hillary Clinton coming along behind Obama, openly denouncing internet news sources. Basically, InfoWars, Drudge Report, Breitbart. I could kind of go on. There's all kinds of internet-based sources where you can get news and information. And Hillary has, I think, pretty much confirmed that if she's elected, one of her, initiatives is going to be to shut down the internet. I should say the internet news sources, coming behind this censorship of the internet to the UN. So you've got this sort of barrage of the internet, and if you don't think that's on their minds, think again, because look at what's happened with the Donald Trump scenario and his sort of amazing movement that he's created of information and sort of this awakening to the human public about the media and the things that are sort of corrupt and the things that are going on. This is a beautiful time to watch all of these corrupt things come out, and at the same time you can see the establishment and the actual sort of elite scrambling around trying to figure out how they're going to get control of this sort of media monster that even allows us here at the Fist to go out and broadcast to millions nationwide via the internet. And you have shows like InfoWars that are getting more viewership than Fox News and CNN based on their internet viewership. And it's incredible to watch. It's one of the most interesting times in our lives, because the information age and how the public gets educated is all up in the air, and everybody's trying to figure out how to manage and how to run that stuff. So interesting stuff anyway. We got to go down to another break, but we'll be back here at the Bond Factor momentarily. Friday night, getting some shots of the coastline here, and we'll be back. We're just going to keep it going with the James Brown, and we'll be back after this. That's right.